Hey guys, so welcome to What's It To Ya, episode 2. We actually managed to, not say fuck it after one episode.
And come on time.
It's 7:42 p.m.
Come on time for us. We exist on different planes of time.
Okay, so there's this meme where it's like, you know that friend who, his sleep schedule you can never pin down? Like, one day he's awake overnight, one day he's awake during the morning. That's me. That's my life. Security sucks. And speaking of security, gotta grab this.
I was freelancing, and now I got a new job at Walmart because I'm going back to school. And even then, they switch AM, PM too as well. Until I go in the
Walmart's schedule, no, it's not as bad as the shit I deal with.
Yeah, but you still go AM.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can set your availability though. You can just tell them, yeah, no, we're not going to do that anymore.
I probably should.
yeah. You can tell them what hours you're available to work. You might not get scheduled as much, but at least it's not like hell. But no, speaking of security, I took my Cleet test today, and made an 86% on it, because they like to put some butthole trick questions in it.
Are these particular Cleet laws, why it takes so fucking long, mostly an Oklahoma thing?
No, Cleet is Oklahoma, but other states do have, most states have some kind of a certification to be a security guard. There's some states that have just what's called a guard card. A guard card, yes.
Guard card.
I wish ours was called that. But yeah, no,
Power Ranger security. With your with your guard cards, you can morph.
There's one question where it's field notes should be clear, concise, whatever, and then 2 questions later it's your reports should be clear, concise, all that stuff, and I'm just in all honesty, they should
field work teaches you different than a class would. Yeah.
No, your field notes would just be you.
No, I mean what you get from one or the other. By that I mean your boss's boss would just tell you short and concise on both of them, rather than what the class would tell you.
No, with the field notes, no one sees the field notes but you. Your report is what you would turn into your job into the client.
Yeah.
Your field notes are just for your benefit, which I don't actually know if I got the question right, but I'm just okay, it should be short, concise, abbreviated, all that stuff. You should be able to understand it, but it should get to the point. But a report should do the same thing. You don't want to drown on during a report and be at 8:52 in the year of our Lord 2018. Okay, well that's a bad example because you do want to put the date and time and everything, but I don't know,
Actually, it's on your boss said. What'd you make again?
I made a 86%. He's just well, nice knowing that you're only 86% competent.
What a great staff we got. Sorry, I'm about 14% of that I'm on Plex. See, they don't know that.
But,
I was going to talk about Batman issue 50. With further thought, it's more of a me subject, but fucking all of last week was a his subject, so whatever. Really not much to talk about, considering. It's just more of the regular dribble.
Then they get married, or...
No. They were supposed to. And a lot of people say, I mostly blame news outlets who refer to it trying to spoil the ending. They referred it to The Last Jedi of comics.
Oh.
Where it has people divided, but they're not really divided. Fan base just doesn't like it.
Okay, so...
In the end of the game.
On the advertising for it, on Facebook, I saw that issue. And it's I'm paraphrasing the tab, but DC Comics, they're advertising it
it's on unless the Joker.
Bruce and Selena or Catwoman, Batman, however they were, they're finally get married unless the Joker has anything to say about it.
He was barely in it. He was barely in it that much.
Oh, I thought that's what actually was.
No, she left him at the altar. And you were saying this earlier that that sounds like something she would, but you haven't been reading DC.
I know Legends of the Dark Knight. That is my Batman knowledge. And the movies and cartoons.
Yeah, that's about where that ends. But even then, the past good 20 years particularly, especially in Hush, where he actually revealed his identity to her because he had strong feelings with her. He didn't want to keep hiding. And then it's kind of built up from there. I mean, there's a bit of hiatus with that because the New 52 happened, but the New 52 is shit, and we don't talk about it.
I like some of it.
Yeah, you like some of it.
I liked
the only parts that other people only liked.
I like the Batman.
Yeah.
Comics, like Batman comics in general, are like never bad.
And did you like the other 51?
Wait, were there actually 52 series?
It started as that, but there was more eventually. But it was called the New 52. Because that's how it began. So it was a particular lineup.
That's just like, I don't know, that's my big problem with comics in general, is like trying to follow everything that's happening. There's too many fucking series going on. Like comics $2.99 a pop too, so like, no.
That's not my particular problem. The problem I was going to get with when I brought this up was the comic industry's almost almost lethal allergy that they have in order to let a character actually evolve or something to happen in their life. They had Doc Ock, but that wasn't Peter. It's just Doc Ock with Spider-Man's body.
We were talking. Okay.
That's about it. You were trying to defend it, but I'm like, that's not Peter.
We were talking about this earlier at Walmart. I'm reading the Superior Spider-Man right now because I'm kind of sort of trying to get into Marvel comics because, as a general rule, I prefer Marvel characters over DC anyway.
I was telling him how god-awful Marvel is nowadays.
Yeah, he told me to wait till about 2015, and I'll get the rest.
2014.
14. Oh, great. I have a year.
They are...
I have about 40 issues.
They are legendarily terrible, in fact.
Okay, wait, which is worse?
They're almost spit in your face. They actually hate their fans, I would say.
Which is worse, Marvel Now or New 52?
I read it happened, but I didn't see it near as much where the fucking DC was blaming their fans for their failures.
Okay, now I will say
Marvel Comics does that all the time,
will say,
especially the writing and artist staff.
I will say you've done this sometimes too, where it's like, okay, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like comical, another thing we were talking about earlier, like where a comic will just be, it's not that bad, and you'll just be like, this is shit. Like that does happen.
I'm a bit more of a picky of a prick, yes.
A lot of people that read comics are, so I can kind of, I don't actually know exactly what we're talking about, but I can kind of see them going, dude, shut the fuck up, at a point. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, but this is more of a, 2015 to now kind of scenario. That was when their staff started switching over, and a lot of their long-term legacy writers, people who have been with the company for over 20 years, have been replaced. The writer for America, she was hired on as a token. She has no writing credentials. She's extremely young. She's only in her early 20s. Okay, she's hired on because she's a lesbian Puerto Rican.
Consider this.
That's it. She had no credentials.
How many people actually give a shit about that series? How many people actually get that? That just strikes me as more like an entry-level writing position at Marvel.
Perhaps if that wasn't most of their staff now.
Oh. I was going to say, like, I mean, it makes sense that, like, when you're getting people
Brian Michael Bendis, he still does stuff with Marvel, though.
I don't know
but a lot of the writers have either switched to DC or they're doing more independent contracts
I don't
with other lesser companies.
Entirely know how, like, the comic industry works with that, but I would just imagine that if someone doesn't have much of a writing credential and stuff, like, unless they publish their own stuff, like when they join with the company, it'd be a series that just not that many people care about until like they get up there, and then let them do like, I don't know, an Ant-Man comic or something, and then keep going. And then someday you might get to a Spider-Man comic.
Heck, speaking of publicity, the only one that comics fans actually stick with are, of course, going to be whatever the best stories are. And you have these legacy writers and artists that are working for more independent contracts, such as one that's being funded by, there's this channel called Diversity in Comics, and kind of an ironic name because he roasts Marvel a lot. He's all about the diversity, you know. But it's kind of his pastime is roasting Marvel. But he has a funding for a comic series that's going to be released fairly soon. It's called Jawbreakers. And it's brought aboard some ex-legacy Marvel writers and artists that came on to also work on the project.
Oh, okay.
You want to know how much they raised in order to make the comic?
I don't know. I can't imagine. Like, 200,000. That
Close.
That seems like quite a bit for a comic book.
Close. Well, it's also to kind of start up his own publishing.
You know, I know comics like just in general don't make hardly. Well, I mean, I don't want to say they don't make any money, but they don't.
Yeah,
like
it's still an entertainment industry.
Of all the entertainment industries, though, I know it does make the least. I kind of been talking out my ass, but that's just
not because I figured Tor, like a fantasy publicist for like novels, would still make more.
Yeah, well, I know.
Especially nowadays with all the audiobook and people companies
Audible.
that make a lot of money off of that. So I figured there'd be something along that.
But no, like I don't know. My thing with what we're talking about is Superior Spider-Man. I'm on issue. I'll be starting issue 4 later. I started back on Amazing Spider-Man 698. Read the I can't remember what it's called, but where he died, and then now he's Doc Ock has his body, and yeah, it's good. It's really good. I like it quite a bit.
The reason why I bring that up is that they're allergic to happy endings for some reason because they think they're writing themselves in a corner with that, but they're not. In fact, they're doing the opposite, and they're giving themselves more options for future stories.
Okay,
and
so
that's where they're putting their. So they're just a new dynamic now because now he's married with someone.
Okay, so we got way off topic.
You can do a lot more with that now because you already went over fucking 80 years with him being single.
We got way off topic, but okay, so so they didn't get married?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they not get married? Like, what actually happened?
Didn't explain. Selena just left him at the altar. That's it.
Oh. She got kidnapped and she's in a basement somewhere.
She's in the rape dungeon. If the Joker has anything to do about it, she's in the Joker's rape dungeon.
How mad would you be if that's issue 51?
He's gonna harken back. He's gonna put a remake of Killing Joke, and he's gonna strip her down in the nude. And then chain Batman to a amusement park ride where it shows a bunch of her nude photos.
That's not okay. No part of that is okay.
What happened to Barbara?
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
Joker's fucked.
Okay, so...
skipping that. Anyway, comics suck, even though I'm kind of a guru at it.
I really like them, so, the ones I'm reading. So I mean, I'm the he said he'd put me more in the casual though, because I read Spider-Man. I read Spider-Man and I read Batman.
Yeah, you pick a series of characters that you really like.
Okay.
I've read shit that people who read shit that people don't know of. You know.
So moving on from Marvel Comics, well, I guess that was mostly a DC Comics story, but it kind of turned into a Marvel one.
It's more of the industry itself, because they were they're in the same boat with Spider-Man back for actually eons. They were afraid for him to grow up, and now that he's has his own business and whatnot, he still hasn't gone back with Mary Jane, and he doesn't even act like Peter anymore. Not even close. He doesn't even act like a possibility of what Peter could turn into.
So
he's just Tony.
In Superior Spider-Man, they do have him as a ghost there, and as a ghost, he still acts like Peter. I don't know when it actually changes, but
when the actual reboot happened.
Oh, okay.
Writing staff switches over, and then everything just goes to shit. That's what happens.
So
the only cool thing that they ever did was Doom became a god.
I was trying really hard to have a segue there, and you like butchered it at every attempt. So
because you want to talk about, hey, speaking of Spider-Man dying,
Spider-Man, the new title for the next Spider-Man movie came out, which, yeah, shocker, they still want to make money. Like, they're not dead. They're coming back. The new Spider-Man movie is going to be Spider-Man Far From Home.
Avengers 76.
Okay.
Yes, we're still going.
Avengers 76, yes, we're still going. That needs
fucking to be... Tony walks into a ship or something.
Robert
hey, Peter, we're home.
No, Robert Downey Jr.'s like grandson's playing like Tony Stark the third.
Alright, fucking Spider-Man 2099. I would not have grievance with that.
Oh, we're getting a Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, but that's not part of the main MCU.
It's not part of the MCU, but it still looks pretty cool.
I don't give a shit.
Well, you said you're getting tired of the MCU. Now you have a movie that's not in the MCU, and it's comic book.
Superhero movies, okay, let me rephrase. I'm tired of superhero movies. Give us at least a year break.
Yeah.
I want a breaky.
Okay, so do we also have a title? This isn't official, but it was leaked on like the cinematographer's resume, which...
And it's done.
If it is the actual title, it's okay. It's Avengers...
It is dumb.
It's Avengers Endgame.
What a shitty title. It's so bland.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
it's so boring.
Infinity... I would just call it Infinity War Part 2.
Yeah. Would have worked better, actually.
Or Avengers, I don't know, Avengers Reassembled or something like that. I don't know. Like, because the first one was called Avengers Assembled back in the UK. Like, it was called The Avengers here. Marvel's The Avengers.
I wish it was called Avengers Assembled. That'd be cool.
Yeah, they refuse to say Avengers Assembled in the actual movie.
They're allergic. They're allergic to, the same as they're allergic for happy endings for Spider-Man, Daredevil, or Batman. They have the same allergy. And I don't even know why. Superman has been married to Lois Lane forever.
Spencer.
What?
We spent 15 minutes talking about no happy ending.
Yeah, we're back at 20.
I know you want Batman to get a little wanky, but...
Get a little in and out. But
okay, so
it's like Avengers 4 doesn't even have a happy ending.
So, so we got Endgame. I don't know.
Like, Doctor Strange was working with Thanos this whole time. It was the only way that he would win. Fuck you.
The reason it's called Endgame, best I can think of is him going, "It was the only way, Tony. We're in the Endgame now." I don't know.
No. You know what they should have called it? Avengers 4, I Don't Want to Go.
I don't want to go.
Just Peter fucking snubbling like a Joffrey getting choked to death by that poison.
Dude, that seems so much more depressing when you think about how his spider sense would be going to overload and then all that stuff. God. Like, there's one scene I really hope is in Avengers 4, and that's just one with Aunt May. Like, trying to find Peter. And then Tony, Tony having to be like, "Hey, so
it's like
we fucked up."
It's like, wait, how would he get to Earth?
He's gonna get back to Earth. He's not gonna be on that planet the whole movie. Well, no, they have Nebula shipped. Nebula still has her ship there, and never got destroyed.
I thought she died.
Her ship's Nebula's still there, alive.
Is that? Oh, hey, look, Raccoon's not alone. Hooray!
Yeah, no, they'll get back to Earth with that shit, probably.
Yeah, it'll be Raccoon, Thor, and Nebula.
So, our next...
What a team.
So, the next bit of news in the whole Marvel movie thing is...
Apart from the Venom movie, there's...
How do you feel about the character Morbius?
Don't give a fuck.
How do you feel about Jared Leto?
I don't like it.
Well, you'll be happy to know that we're getting a Jared Leto starring in a Morbius movie.
Just what I always wanted.
Okay, like...
Who even knows about Morbius?
I'm fine with
Who can promote this? Didn't everyone universally shit on Jared Leto for his Joker performance in Suicide Squad? Last I checked, everyone hated that film.
Okay. I feel like he would do a better...
I figure that'd be the twilight of the superhero films, where that kills careers.
Okay, so of all the villains in Spider-Man's roster, I get why they're making a Venom movie. I'm kind of excited for the Venom movie. I feel like it'll be pretty cool.
I'm not.
You don't get excited for any superhero movie. Ever.
No.
So, of all the villains that you could choose to do, why did you choose Morbius? Like, if you want to do a vampire movie, why not make another Blade movie?
Yeah.
Like,
Dracula's been in the Marvel Universe.
Like, make a, like, Blade Netflix series. I'd be into that. That'd be cool.
Like,
why Morbius? Like...
In a movie.
why not do, like... And it's even more confusing because, like... I think these movies are linked to the MCU, but not linked to the MCU because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be in the Venom movie as Peter Parker. Yeah. Not as Spider-Man, but just as Peter Parker.
Why?
Like,
Wait. If Venom's attacking, then why didn't he still be...
I mean, maybe they're saving Venom as a villain for,
It's like they don't do anything with it. It's just a cameo.
Maybe... Well, no, because the villain in Far From Home is going to be Mysterio. Which that's...
How do you know that? Did they say it?
Yeah, I forgot to put it in the show notes, but yeah, it's been confirmed that it's Mysterio.
Okay.
Which... I don't know. I would like to see Venom as the villain in that, but at the same time, I'm kind of tired of Venom. Like, Mysterio's cool. Is he? I only remember. I only remember him from the Spider-Man 2 video game.
Or where you beat him in one punch.
Yeah.
Or the intro to fucking Spider-Man Shadow Webs. Is that what it's called? The game.
No, I don't think he was in that one. No, but that one's
the one where you play as 29-9. You also play as Spider-Man.
Oh no, that was Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Shattered Dimensions. That's right.
Yeah. I like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man a lot. Yeah, I
like him only when he's done right.
Okay, so the next story. Samsung, why do you keep messing your phones up?
This is definitely a you topic. He really loves phones. I've always been indifferent. I've been oh look, it texts.
Well, no, okay, this is...
Oh look,
this isn't even so much like a cool thing with phones. This is actually just a problem. So, a few years ago, you had the Note 7 come out. And the Note 7, like, was a little bit explodey. It exploded onto the scene, you could say. I'll be here all week. But, hey, now they have an issue with the new Samsung phones, the S9, where they're randomly texting pictures that you might have in your photo gallery to random contacts in your contact list without you doing anything.
Why?
Well, that's a problem. Samsung says that they have no idea why that's happening, and they're not even really confirming that it is happening, but, like, a lot of people have reported that this is actually a thing that's happening. And, like, one theory is that has something to do with T-Mobile and them rolling out this thing called RCS, which is Rich Communication Services. Basically, what that's going to do is it's a standard that's trying to, like, replace the SMS protocol that we've been using since early, like, maybe even late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, tell me, William, what is the SMS protocol?
Your text messages.
I don't know what that is.
Shut the fuck up. Actually, no, like, we whenever you and I text, that actually goes through iMessage. But basically what RCS is going to try...
I just always hit the thing with the little text icon.
What RCS...
I never look into the specs, Willis.
What RCS is trying to do is make it be more like iMessage on Android, to where, like, it has the read receipts, typing indicators, better group chat, more lengthy messages. Because with an SMS, you're limited to 140 characters. Mm-hmm. But you know, like, T-Mobile started rolling out RCS on Samsung phones, and then people have been saying ever since that happened, like, the Samsung Messages app has gotten really buggy, and people are thinking that might be why the pictures are being sent. There's this one dude who like had every photo in his photo gallery sent to his girlfriend, which I'm just like, did you have anything you shouldn't?
Dicks, and not my own.
Alright, like the best thing to do, like if you have a Samsung Galaxy, would be to go into your settings and disable the storage access permission in the Samsung Messages app. And really, even better, I would just disable the app entirely and download another texting app from the Google Play Store because, yeah, no, that's not okay. And our next story, I have no idea what this is, so Spencer, have fun.
Keep this short and concise. This is more on
We're not gonna ramble. We've rambled on all these other stories.
You rambled on the last one.
I followed my notes, sir.
I might ramble. I didn't even leave notes. I left one sentence. It's like the title of a book. It's Sasha Johnson and Corey Napier's search for the millionaire's hidden bounty. What this is about Finn's millionaire named Forrest Finn. He used to be an archaeological collector of mostly Native American antiquities or South American. But what he did, from his own words, that he's getting old and he wants to do some fun that would be remembered of him. He wrote a poem which enacts as a riddle, where each word works in service to discovering the location of a treasure that he hid. Now, what the treasure is he said, is a box filled with some more valuable finds, worth up to at least $2 million. Yeah, that he.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that he did, and hundreds of treasure hunters have been on the hunt for it for about 2 years.
So has this been going on for 2 years, or is it just like now a thing?
Been going on, but it picked up traction from the story and discovery of Johnson.
You know all I can think of when you tell me about this?
What?
Ready Player One.
Yeah, God. But anyway, they've been searching ages. 4 people have been confirmed dead. Several people missing during the search. Though he's already said that it's in a location that wouldn't theoretically be hard to reach. Because he's an old man. He would have had to have hidden it himself. So it isn't like he's climbing a mountain or anything. It's just really extremely well hidden. You know. And it's in a stretch of land anywhere across the Rockies, actually.
Are they going to need a bigger boat?
They're going to need a bigger boat, a bigger plane, a bigger crew.
We need to just supersize everything.
Supersize it.
We need America on this. Like,
actually,
get American-sized everything.
Yeah, it was the Rockies. But that's all they know about it. It's forest area, the Rockies. It's what they pieced together so far. Sarah Johnson's actually a single mother. She's been doing this for several months now, got assessed with discovering and learning about the geography of the place, the history of the areas that she's searching for, and the history of Forrest Finn himself.
How do people afford to go look for this? That's my thing. That can't be cheap.
Not particularly. That's how a lot of them died, is because they're living off the land.
Okay.
And discovery. They're hunting. You know, they're actually trying to discover this. And I actually, now the wife, obviously, of one of the deceased that were found has a problem with Finn's actions of hiding it, because it incites addiction in some people when they get obsessed with finding the treasure. But then again, someone like me or or the people who do go search for it, it's worth it. It's not about money anymore. It's about something to be remembered for.
You want to be Nathan Drake.
It would be cool.
You want to go find your lost city.
Well, think about it. Where's your spirit of adventure, man? You want to go discover, go out and find something that no one else
job
has.
killed it. My job killed it.
Yeah, you're in a building. Could you imagine if you actually went somewhere that you've never seen before? You'd be giddy.
I never saw downtown Tulsa before. Does that count?
No. People told you it was shit beforehand. Okay,
No,
what
like,
if you got flown over to like into the bicycling country area, the wine country of France?
All joking aside, like that is really cool. It's just I can't kind of see why I was asking her like, oh, that can't be cheap for the people that are looking for it. Like that.
Well, it is when that's all they do.
Yeah, dude. How do they still like make money, work, stuff like that?
Again, they're hunting. They're basically surviving out there.
Oh.
They have the supplies if you learn how to do it. Because she didn't know a lot of this stuff beforehand. She's able to chart her geography from the stars. You know, she can do all of this other stuff, tracking animals' hooves that she learned while doing this because she became obsessed with trying to find it.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say is like that. That's like. Okay,
Why not?
I guess modern day Uncharted isn't fake as Uncharted takes place in real life Uncharted. There we go.
Does it? Yeah, it does, I guess. But
think a little bit in
of
the
course.
future. But
why wouldn't you base something off that? It isn't just Uncharted. It's also Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones. But it's just the basic spirit of adventure. You know?
I guess it would be more Tomb Raider-ish than
It's not
Uncharted. But it's not in a tomb. I mean, might be. But a cave.
If it's one particular item, then it would be more Indiana Jones, because they were finding a lost city in Uncharted. Tomb Raider was finding a particular item, but it was always mystical, something to stop the end of the world.
I thought Indiana Jones was like lost cities and stuff like that. I've never seen Indiana Jones still to this day, but
yeah, I hate him for that.
I thought Indiana Jones was like lost cities and all that too.
Just a month and a half ago, he finally watched Wizard of Oz.
It was okay.
Kill yourself. You don't get opinions on movies anymore because you told me that. All right. Now in Indiana Jones, he's trying to find an item. He's searching in already known locations, but he's able to discover them.
Okay.
Yeah, in the first one, he's discovering Ark of the Covenant.
Dude,
what is it?
Spoilers.
This stuff.
It's a 35-year-old movie or something like that.
Temple of Doom, I suppose. Yes, but. And in Last Crusade, they're on the search for the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, our next story. I don't get this company's ideas. Okay, so Amazon is.
Are they going to put a fucking turret on it?
Amazon's filed a patent for hijack-proof delivery, Joan.
Away from the package.
No.
You have 40 seconds to comply.
Now, to me, that sounds like a challenge. Like a hijack-proof delivery drone that just comes across as a challenge.
It's like, oh yeah? We'll take your drone with it.
Okay, so for the last, year or two, Amazon's been, kind of playing with the idea of having your packages delivered with a drone. Which, in a world that didn't suck, would be really cool.
People would want to shoot it down.
They're, the whole patent, it's, the idea of it sending, a heartbeat type signal to the, from a controller to the drone every few seconds. And if the heartbeat detects interference from a third party, like someone trying to hack it or something to get it to fall down, it would switch to safety mode, prompting it to make efforts to regain control or to land somewhere safe.
You know what negates that?
But
a shotgun.
All I can think is someone just shooting it out of the sky.
Something simple.
But
more people know how to shoot than they know how to hack a drone.
Maybe they fly high enough that that's not a thing that you couldn't shoot it down.
It can't fly to a certain altitude without losing losing and falling itself.
But I was gonna
because
say,
it's a tiny ass drone. A rifle can make it further than it.
I was gonna say because you can shoot birds out of the sky. And they probably fly around that altitude. I don't know. Again, in a world that didn't suck, this would be really cool. But people aren't nice.
You have to have someone in a truck. driving, personally delivering it.
But like they have all these ideas. Like they have this like beehive like drone towers for them to like go in and out of.
Do you think delivery drivers conceal and carry?
And then like
they definitely do, especially.
I think in certain areas they might.
I feel like they definitely do.
Well, okay, so UPS, I don't think they do.
I mean they do it anyway, but no one's going to say anything, you know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I feel like no, follow me. But package going to Mrs. Brunswick. She needs her.
Yeah, and then they're
dildo.
They're playing around the ideas of like having these beehive like towers, parachute drops for your package, self-destructing systems for malfunctioning machines. Like
that'd be hardcore, actually.
They're living in 3018. And we're all stuck in 2018. Like, it is really cool.
They're
like
living a future fantasy where they have fucking telepaths to tell who will commit a crime.
And then, like, one that... Like, these are all patents. They're not just they're not making these yet. It's just, like, an idea for it. So it's probably not even going to be a theme. But another one's, like, a flying warehouse that would hover above urban areas and act like a base for the delivery drones. That would be cool. It's like Skynet. But it would be cool.
Skynet with less apocalypse.
Alright, so...
Unless they put fucking machine guns on the turns.
Our final...
Self-destruct. Armor-piercing resistance. It even has a grenade launcher. It's like they put fucking lasers on the...
I want the day where I can order an entire computer parts and have a drone deliver it to me.
The whole computer.
Yeah, I can deliver the parts.
The drone even comes in your house and assembles it.
I want a drone to deliver every component you need to build a computer.
A drone former.
A drone former.
To fucking come in.
You have like
he when he transforms, he even has a little fucking cableman UPC hat that comes over. Like it's a little metal like ball cap that comes over. It's like, hello, ma'am.
It turns into like a host from Westworld.
Yeah. It's like, hello, ma'am. Here to install your cable.
That would be really cool. So our last story, all these were kind of pretty cool. This one's just depressing.
And it will make a great movie someday.
Yeah. It'd be like, all right, it'd be like 128 hours on steroids.
That was 127.
However many hours.
127,
the dude with the leg where...
I thought he cut off his arm. Yeah, he took a pocket knife, cut off his arm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's metal.
That Deadpool reference.
I respect that, man.
What, have you never seen 128 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so on June 23rd, the soccer team of 12 boys ranging from 11 to 16, named the Wild Boars, had just finished a weekly soccer practice and went to explore this cave in Thailand with their coach. This is a Thailand soccer team. And they had been inside this cave before, but this time they wanted to go further in and to write their names on the wall as part of like this initiation type thing. But once they were inside the cave, this like just heavy rain started falling, and the rising water ended up trapping them inside. So we had these 12 boys and their soccer coach who they were missing for like 9 days before they were finally found, and they're trapped inside the cave, and it's half a mile below the surface. And
You didn't say that.
Yeah, it's half a mile below the surface. And they were found by this team of British divers on Monday night, and the whole world was like rejoicing once they were found. But as
the diving mission failed, right?
All right, yeah, we're as of last Friday, day before yesterday of recording this, the boys are still stuck inside the flooded. I'm going to mess his name up, but Tan Luang Nay Non cave. I know I messed that up.
Tham Luang Nang.
This cave system in northern Thailand, they're about 2.5 miles inside a flooded cave. There's about 2.5 miles of a deep flooded cave between them and the exit. And they're currently safe above ground right now, but there's an approaching monsoon expected this weekend, and the cave system could potentially be flooded for up to 4 months.
Yeah, and they had to get them out before that happened.
Yeah, like the mission to rescue them, it's like this international operation with hundreds of cave and rescue experts, military personnel, different countries, including the I know United States and I think the UK.
This is The Martian.
Yeah, they're all pitching into. No, this is like real life Martian right now.
Yeah.
Like, bring them home. They're like all these countries bring together, like helping bring food and medical assistance to the boys. They're advising the Royal Thai Navy on how best to get them out. Elon Musk announced Friday that he would send engineers from SpaceX and I think that might be a typo, but the Boring Company to help by perhaps building an air tunnel underwater.
I'd shit myself if he actually called his place the Boring Company.
That might be a typo, but like
Probably not.
Elon Musk like trying to
He
build
does
this
what he wants.
air tunnel underwater to try and bring them out. That might be a solution, but the big problem is that oxygen levels in this cave, they're dropping to levels that could become dangerous. And they attempted a rescue mission the other day, but this 38-year-old volunteer who was a Navy SEAL, Salmon Guan, he lost consciousness as he was bringing oxygen tanks into the cave because he ran out of air while he was underwater.
Salmon Gunnan?
Yeah, Salmon Gunan. Which, that's really sad.
Yeah, so we have one dead ex-Navy rescue diver.
Yeah, like a SEAL.
And one kid when he tried to escape.
Yeah, like I found this out like just earlier. My dad was telling me about it. That there was this kid who like just lost it and tried to swim out and he ended up drowning. I didn't actually see that on a news thing, so that might not be entirely true, but
it's we can imagine it.
They've
been stuck there for is it 12 days now?
It's 12 days now that they've been trapped in this cave with very little food.
Yeah.
And God.
And they can't drill straight down or else because the integrity of the cave can collapse at any moment.
Yeah, so it's one of those like I don't want to make jokes about this because it is really messed up, but it's one of those like.
But FIFA will definitely be hosting a.
Well, no, not even that. Just like one of those. Well, you're in a pickle.
Yeah. However, it's cool on the sign that a bunch of these countries just come together for these Thai people.
Yeah, like it is real cool. Like just seeing this international effort just to help like 12 people. Mm-hmm. Hi, so it's your friendly neighborhood editor here.
I'm back.
You might be wondering why things are different.
And you'll never find out. Now on to our recommendations. William, what's your first recommendation?
My first recommendation is a TV show, Westworld. I just finished the first season, and it's this, like, Western sci-fi awesomeness. You, like, have these robots that are starting to, like, remember. Think of, like, the scene in The Incredibles where it's, like, it got smart enough to wonder why it had to take orders. Mm-hmm. And it's, like, talking about, like, what is consciousness.
This isn't how AI works, by the way. But
no, it's not how AI works.
We're going to assume.
But it's very smart AI, so it can do whatever the fuck it wants.
I have a smartphone with Siri.
Wait till iOS 13. You know 13's unlucky, right?
Yeah.
No, Westworld. It's great. Spencer, what is your TV show recommendation?
All I could think of with Westworld is that one scene from fucking Lego Movie where it shows Emmett going in the saloon. Like, bam, 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 pow, pow. Zoop, zoop, shoot down.
What is your recommendation?
I want a meme of that. My recommendation is the Lego Movie. Lego Movie is a Western film about a group of robots gaining sentience. Let's take orders. Go watch it.
You're not wrong.
It's about a group of inanimate objects that have a sentience, and then meet its master at the end.
You're not You're not wrong. No, the Lego Movie is really good. Watch it if you haven't.
Great. Great.
So
It was a surprise one. We went and saw that in the theaters once, and it
really
was supposed to be trash.
I was expecting it to be like this, like just 2.5 hours of nothing but product, like advertisement.
We were actually looking forward to hate it. I was actually a little surprised when I didn't, and disappointed that I didn't.
It was really, really good. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it.
I want a bitch. Anyway, go ahead.
So my game recommendation is the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So it just launched on Steam, and I'm pretty sure it's on the Nintendo Switch now as well. But it's this remake of like these old PS1 games that are really, really hard in my mind. Especially the second one. The second one can go down a hole.
You're really, really big of a bitch.
Spencer, there's a camera rolling, so I can't punch you because that would be evidence of me assaulting you.
Crash 2 buried you in a hole.
But yeah, no, these games, like, it's really good, and the remaster is amazing. It looks beautiful. And
they fixed the weird jumping.
Like,
isn't that what you said?
Yeah, from what a lot of people were saying, I only played like 2 levels when it first came out. But like a lot of people were complaining that the jumping was really weird.
It was off.
Playing it on the Steam version, it feels exactly the same as the PS1 version. It's great.
It just felt off. Like,
so if
you were going to the ground faster than you usually would, it's less floaty. And the odd thing about this is that I will not be getting the Insane Trilogy because I don't give a fuck. I've beaten the older ones to hell and back, and I don't care to play them ever again.
Yeah, when we were in like middle school, like I can attest that he played Warped a lot. Like,
I think I speedrun that in front of you before.
You have.
Like, wait, you already beat it?
Yeah, like I took a nap and I woke up and he already beat the game. I'm just like, what? And I couldn't get past the first world. But you know, it is a really fun game. If you haven't played in a while, or you used to really like it when you were a kid and you want to replay it, get it. It's $40. You get 3 games with it. It's a good deal.
We gotta close that door there. Anyway, my video game recommendation is a classic 1996 adventure point and click game.
I love how you can pin down the year.
Mm-hmm. It's by the
Lucasfilm. No, Lucas.
No.
Lucas. I know it's like Lucasfilm Game Division Studio.
I don't think so. I thought that was Monkey Island, actually.
Hold on. We're gonna sell this.
I remember it. It was by the same person who made Double Fine. Eventually, several years later.
Grim.
Yeah, the guy who brought a puppet into E3 and was like.
Yeah, Grim Fandango is an adventure game developed and published by LucasArts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Working on.
I was right, sir.
Yeah, you had some sort of cognitive memory of some kind.
I'm awakening. See, that's the secret. I'm a host this whole time.
Didn't remember plugging the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So like the whole.
No. They'll piece it together. Anyway, what Grim Fandango is about is this very loosely based adventure story on the art design concept of classical Mexican folklore. And these Reapers, they're not called Reapers, they're called travel agents. And depending on how good of a life you led is depending on what kind of package you got in order to travel to the afterlife. And if you led a really bad life, you'll have to take a 4-year walk to finally reach the afterlife. And it's more of a soul-searching journey why they had to take that in order to realize the fault in themselves and also discover themselves. And if you lived a really good life and you were a saint, it's under 4 minutes when you get a ticket for the number 9, which is a train that leads you straight to the afterlife. And the plot of it is that basically a criminal is taking over the organization and is only selling the tickets off instead of giving it to the rightful people who had it, to the richest people that come in, that are able to afford it. Mm-hmm. And anyway, Manny gets this client named Meche. He swipes her, actually. And she doesn't qualify. She's supposed to, obviously. He's the best person that he ever met. But she doesn't get a ticket. And that's fishy. Anyway, because he couldn't get her package, he's blamed for it, gets in trouble, but then gets picked up by a revolutionary named Salvador Lamones. Anyway, the rest of the game is him on a journey for about 4 4-year walk in order to make sure that Meche gets to the afterlife safe. And I can't recommend it enough, especially for fans of point-and-click adventure games.
Yeah, like, I played the game for a little bit. Like, it is really funny, at least at the start, and I'm sure it stays that way throughout the whole game. But that is a where the fuck do I go kind of game. I'm sure if I actually sat down and played it and had actually played other games in this genre before, I could figure it out. But I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to play something else.
And the basis of where this comes in, he plays more games. I play more games in the sense of variety. And I've actually dabbled in more genre than you have.
Yeah, I mostly just play, like, open world, action adventure, fun.
The trivials.
No, like...
Scrub.
Okay, so it's weird. Like, I own a lot more games than you do, but I think you've actually beaten more games than I have.
Throughout the years, yeah. I've beaten more of your games than you have.
Well, I have 300 games in my Steam library, and I've beaten, like, maybe 15 of them.
I actually have beaten games of yours that you didn't even get to play yet. Like,
I would, like, buy a game, and he would swipey it.
Yeah.
And then give it back. Hey, I beat it.
I did that game that I don't even like Shadow of Mordor.
Shut your whore mouth.
I don't like it.
It is great, and you will acknowledge its greatness.
It's okay.
The combat's really fun.
That's all it has.
It doesn't need anything more.
Then just make it a fighting game. None of this trivial traveling through bullshit.
A fighting game? What do you mean?
Like a hack and slash. Make it a hack and slash, like a classical God of War.
Okay, that would actually be better.
Yeah.
Well, still, it's fun. Fuck you.
What's all this other trivial bullshit? Why do I care about this second-rate Lord of the Rings story that won't even ever compare?
It's canon.
No, it's not.
It's not canon.
Yeah.
But I would love if it was. Just, like...
It wouldn't even make sense.
It wouldn't make sense, but it would be kind of funny. Just like, okay, we're doing this now.
Anyway.
I'm going to get punched as soon as we turn the camera off. So, yeah, that was our episode for the week. Sorry for the little weirdness there right at the very end. But
I know what you're talking about.
We'll see you guys next Tuesday. You guys have a good one, and subscribe so you can see the next episode.
And good night.